we go. Let's talk about some jump blues, some swing blues. Here's 3 simple licks that will get your right hand moving. This style of music is really about the right hand and about the groove of what you're playing. So a lot of times you can get away with almost any note, and as long as it's swinging, it's going to sound pretty good and it's going to feel pretty good. And the first lick that I'm going to show you is perfect for that because it causes you to play down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, while going up 1 string. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. So no matter what, you want your hand to always be playing down on the beats and up on the swinging 8th note. If you get it mixed up, fix it right away while you're playing. Or just switch to all downs until you can figure it back out. But that's part of this style of music, is just letting it dance and letting it go. Keep your right hand moving. Here it is again. So that fits perfectly over a G7. Then over the 4 chord, the C9, I was going a little Chuck Berry, but instead of bending, like you'll hear a lot of guys do, I'm going. It's like 5 over 4 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm sliding up a whole step. Back to my swinging line. Then over the 5 chord, I did it again. Which that note is the 5, so it was perfect. Cool. Next one, I took the 3rd and the 5th of the 1 chord. So it's come back around, and I'm playing. So I'm starting from a half set below. When it goes to the 4 chord, these 2 notes, that's the flat 7 and the 9 of the 4 chord, I'm going to do the same thing with just those 2 notes. Back to the 1 chord with my major 3rd. And then on the 5 chord, I went to the 9 and the flat 7 of the 5 chord. This guy. I'm bending. You don't have to, but I think it sounds pretty sweet. And I'm using this flat finger to bend 2 strings. Of course, ending on the 5. Cool. And this next one, you can get real wild with it. I'm playing the 3rd, the root, and the 6th of the 1 chord. Another one that's good to get your right hand playing the rhythms in a very swinging, fun way. Hey. And I just luckily hit the right note. But it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like Albert Collins. He'll just, I know that's not swing blues, but Albert Collins, he'll do those, he'll just play some crazy random note up there and it always works. Probably because he has the intention behind it. So I'm going 7, 3, 5. And then on the 4 chord, I was using, this is the flat 7, the 5, and the 3 of the 4 chord. So it's this guy. And then when it goes back to the 1 chord, I'm just moving this up a half step. So these notes would be on the 1 chord. This would all fit inside of a G6 chord or a G13. And these would fit all inside of a C7 chord. And then on the 5 chord, I actually played the triad, I think. So this is the 5th fret, 2nd fret, and the 3rd fret. And that's the 5, 3, and 1. So when it went back to the 1 chord, I played kind of a pentatonic-y lick. That's the root, the 6th, or you can call it the 13th, and the 5 of the 1 chord. So I'm outlining those chords. 1 chord, excuse me, 4 chord, 1 chord, and 5 chord, and 1. Ending on the 5 probably. It's probably the move. Cool, so there's 3 licks that will get your right hand going. If it feels weird or you're getting stopped up, just slow it down and look at where the accents are. Your downstroke naturally is louder. And if you're working on this stuff and you're like, wait, it just sounds like it's backwards, it's really hard, you're probably putting the accented note or the downstroke on the wrong beat or the off beat. As a general guideline, I've heard some guys who can play it with all downs. Chuck Berry plays with all downs a lot too. I know that's a different style of music, but you can get away with that stuff. I would work on it. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Anything you're playing in a swing style. If you're just thinking about some kind of like Mixolydian dominant 7th scale type thing, I've talked about that in a lot of my other rockabilly videos. It's always down, up, no matter what string you're on. You can skip. And if you can get that right hand automatic, almost everything you play is going to sound great over here on the left hand. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave me a comment, please subscribe, and let me know what you think.